Hey guys, how are you? It is Angel with Weekly Welcome Mat, Bakersfield's Home and Lifestyle, and of course Intero Real Estate Services. Hey, I wanted to talk to you today about some stuff to do while you're out shopping. Okay, I know really people don't usually need a lot of help to know how to shop. However, when you're out looking at a house or multiple houses, you're gonna need just some basics handled. So I want to talk to you about that today, and I appreciate you tuning in. And so, okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to give you two things to bring. I'm gonna make sure you bring snacks and you bring your checkbook. Now, why am I telling you to do that? Okay, so if you have not eaten beforehand, that's also something you can do. Go ahead and eat before your realtor takes you out to look at the amount of houses that you're gonna go look at, because nobody needs to be walking into other people's homes and being hungry, because you can't focus. You can't put it all together, right? So in order to make sure you're prepared for your event while you're out looking at houses, get some food in your belly. And if you don't have time to do it before, take snacks with you. Just bring them with you. It's that easy, because it just makes life a lot easier. There you go. The second thing I've asked you to bring is your checkbook, because you're going to need to be prepared if you fall in love. Oh, I fell in love with the house and we didn't have our checkbook and we couldn't put an offer in. Oh my gosh. Bring your checkbook, because you're going to need to be writing the check for your house. And what if you want to put in your EMD, your Earnest Money Deposit? What if you want to write that check right then and there? So make sure you bring your checkbook. Also, wear comfortable shoes. Shoes are biggie. What if you're going upstairs? What if it's got a big backyard? What if you want to go down by the river? If you're in heels, or if you're in something funky, if you're a woman, or if you're just, if you just get off work, and like if you're a man and you have your work shoes on, sometimes they're not always comfortable at the end of the day. So make sure you've got some comfortable shoes to be traipsing in and around, because you might be, same thing for the realtors. We have to do it. We have to make sure that we're not, clumping around in funky shoes while we're doing this. So make sure you've got some comfortable shoes, you got a full belly, and you've got your checkbook. And then I want you to be able to take notes somehow, some way. You can do it on your phone. You can, the realtor will give you the printout of all the stats on the house. You can use that and take notes. You can take pictures, right? We can always take pictures. We love pictures, because you're going to want to know, like, what was that house? What did it have? What? I don't remember this one. If you write the notes down while you're out shopping, you are going to be so much happier when you've had time to get home, process what you've seen, see how it all went, and kind of replay the day. You'll be like, what were the pictures of that one? What were the notes on that one? So take notes. Okay, and then we are also going to want to remember to have a good time. You're buying a house, man. You're buying a condo. You're buying your first home. You're moving up. You're moving down. It's a good time in your life. Have a good time. Ah, isn't that exciting? So yeah, you want to make sure that you remember to have fun. This is not this first world problems, really. Out looking for a house. Ah, it's awesome. So those are just my few little tips. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think we've gotten everything. And yeah, if your realtor is prepared and they've given you, because you don't want to go out for one or two houses. Nobody's got time for that. You want to make sure you've gotten at least 3 to 5 to see. Nobody wants to do more than like 10 in one day, unless you're coming in from out of town or something. But for the most part, you want to see multiple houses in a day, as many as you can, without being just like whatever. So those are the tips, and I want you to have a good time and enjoy the process, because once you find one, then you're on to a whole different thing. So I appreciate you tuning in for Tip Tuesday. Tip Tuesday, buyer shopping tips. Have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.